gonna be tripping.
Right. Make sure we be on time tonight.
Make sure we get that Niners on camera. That's still bang bang Niner game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still bang bang Niner game.
Welcome back, people. It is Tuesday, so you know what that means. You get to hang out with America's favorite uncle and cousin.
Listen, welcome back to another lovely episode of Real Talk Tuesday with your favorite uncle and your favorite cousin. And we got our boy right down below us, the D-line killer. We got our first lady, Miss Lolita. She didn't bring the baby today, y'all. I know I'm a little bit disappointed.
Oh. I know.
Didn't bring the baby.
First off, man, DH, how did it go, man?
Oh man,
talk to me. You know I'm a football head. Talk to me.
It was everything, man. Especially for those cats to be like 4 games in, including preseason. I mean, they got their ass whooped 42-12.
12, yeah.
42-12. It was great, man, though. It felt good being back out there, you know, had some stiffness, you know, just getting old out there on that gridiron, and it was a little chilly out. So, but overall, man, you know, I felt pretty good, held everything down, and we got a huge one coming up this week, man. Undefeated versus undefeated. As a matter of fact, it's the Tampa Thunder with my boy DRC playing that this year. So he up there. So it's gonna be a little knockdown drag out 5:00 this Saturday up in Tampa at Sycamore High School or something like that, wherever they play at. But I'm looking forward to it, man, and getting back out on the gridiron and do what I do. Me and my boys and isolate some other 300+ pounders. You know, that's the only thing you get to. That's the only time I get to beat the hell out of another grown man and get away with it. So I love it. I love it,
man.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations on the dub.
Appreciate it.
And
Appreciate
I hope y'all boys dominate next week. But we got some really good subjects tonight. We're gonna talk about a little baby mama, baby daddy drama. We're gonna talk about a few deadbeats, and we're gonna talk about some Christian women that say she don't even trust the homegirls to stay active. Before we get into all that, we're gonna hit the intro, y'all, and we will be back with y'all in a second.
But it's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Real Talk Tuesday with America's favorite uncle and cousin.
Listen, what they want. Listen, I'm a man of honor. I got to see it through, bro. This what they want from the jump. Young niggas throw weight on the pump.
I don't give a damn. I done went to people's houses on the first night and met them for the first time and use the bathroom and take a damn shit. I don't care.
I'm gonna back you up on 99.99%. Say you ain't hanging out with no ugly.
Let me check. The guy told you, man, there's levels to this.
Oh, you talking about that girl, man?
Yeah, that girl,
bro. Man, fuck that bitch, bro.
That's it.
Man, I swear, every time I see that damn clip, I laugh, bro. That shit gets me every single time, bro. So listen, right? While we getting everybody piled in and shit, we gonna get on here started. And one of my coworkers issued us our fan question of the night. And as foolish as I thought it was, I was like, you know what? I want to hear what people got to say about it. So, with no further ado, our first question of the night, our fan question of the night, is if you gave your longtime partner an organ and y'all broke up, would you want it back?
Being the music man, I guess I'll go first. Man. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I think it's gonna depend on what was bought exactly. Like just say. So basically, I'm gonna assume that this person like perhaps play music also, maybe.
What you mean?
Like
body organ.
Body organ. I thought you was somebody then. Man, I thought you was somebody an instrument. Oh, a body organ. Nah. My bad. Nah, they can keep it. Yeah, I think he's talking about an organ. I was like, wow.
No. Like a body organ, like a lung, a kidney,
no.
a liver. If you
Nah.
would you want it back?
Nah, they can keep it. Yeah, they can keep it. Because one, what the hell I'm doing? I'm not going back through no procedure to get it put back in and nothing like that. So I'm good. God. Yeah, we're gonna be forever connected. Just
the church won't get an organ back.
Yeah, I thought bro somebody organ, man. That's why I said so. It's on the music, man. Nah, they can keep it though. They can keep it. I think that's petty.
Hey, Christopher says you can keep it. Lola, what about you? Do you want your lung back, your liver, your kidney, whatever you done donated because you did it out of love? Nah, you gotta run me my shit back after that.
I mean, I would want it back, but I'm not gonna go get it back. But in all actuality, I mean, at one point I loved you, so I'm glad you alright. But I might break something else, break your kneecap or something. Now you need a new kneecap. Find you somebody to give you a kneecap, bitch. See if there's somebody else who loves you that much.
And
did that bitch love you like I do? Nope. She wanted to get a kneecap.
It's gonna be another operation.
Katie said I might trade my flute, but not my organ. Nah. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, Katie, run me my kidney back.
That part. You think you're gonna be drinking liquor using my liver?
I don't care about this, hers.
Hey, that's how I'm kind of feeling. Like you think you're finna be out here, sliding down on some other man with my lung? Nah, bro, run me my shit back. like you ain't finna be out here out of breath with some nigga with my lung. Nah, bro, run me my shit back. I'm gonna need that back. Get it off you, pimp. Matter of fact, I might not want it back, but you can't have it. Give it to somebody else.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not going through. I'm like DH. I'm not going through the surgery, but give it to somebody else. You have to. You can't have it though. You can't have it though. Oh, what you?
Oh, this girl.
Who, baby?
That's my niece, man. This girl, boy.
Don't do that, baby.
It's funny because this actually happened in real life. There was a story a few years back. The guy donated a body part to his girl, want to see her live, and she left him like right after that. So it was like, damn, she got what she wanted, left him. So I'm like, man, what would I do in that situation? I'm like, damn, I'll probably be like, this is why I'm not an organ donor, because you're not getting shit. If I can't guarantee it go to my kids or family member, you ain't getting my organs. You might well, and I told my family. They come to y'all talking about, well, can you donate? He said, fuck no. He ain't giving up shit. So you might as well put him in the ground. That shit is going to stay with me. I'm selfish like that. You're not going to be out here living your best life with my shit. No, I got top flight organs. You can't have them. What's the price for them? I'll sell them. I'll sell them to you, but I don't give a damn.
I mean, I'm not
John keep this motherfucker, bro. I'm gonna just tell you, to get my shit, it's gonna be John Q. You're gonna have to lock the hospital down and threaten to shoot somebody. Shit.
You know what? That's a mature answer. She said, once I'm done, I'm done. Stay the fuck around me and let me keep my peace. So D8 say you can keep it. Lola said she gonna break something else because I can't want it back. I want my shit back. Straight up, you don't want my organ back, bro. You get to give it back because I don't know, because I'm petty like that. I couldn't tell you. Maybe I need to do better. And Telly said, I ain't giving it to you in the first place.
For real. Let's say a kid or a family member.
You know what? I can't knock you for that. I really can't. But like, Okay, so let's say like Oregon, right? Let's say your ex bought you something nice or expensive, and it was like, "Hey, we broke up. I want it back." Would you get that back too? Because I thought about that when I was reading that. Would you give back like gifts or something?
Depending on what it is for me.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
I mean,
what would you be willing to give back, DH? That's a good. What would you be willing to give back if they asked?
Oh shit. I don't know. Like, I think that's why I'm kind of skeptical about even buying me gifts just in case. Anyway, I've always been like that dude, but I mean, yeah, it depends on what it is. I mean, I'm petty. You might have bought me a bottle of Hennessy that I may not have opened in 4-5 months. We might break up. You're not getting that Hennessy back. You can kiss my ass. Like you're not getting it back. Like, you know, and so it depends. Like if it's something that, you know, just say if it's like a necklace or something like that, that you might have spent some change on. I probably would give it back. It depends. It really depends.
But what you're saying is you ain't giving the hen dog back though.
Now, you gotta give my Hennessy back. I think that's a level of pettiness. That's not giving my Hennessy back. You can do something with the necklace. You might be able to take it to the pawn shop, get you a few dollars for it, but you're not getting my liquor back.
Okay, Chris say, what if it's a car?
Nah, you ain't getting that back neither. You bought that bit for me. I'm rolling in it. Ride past your house every day and blow the horn.
Yep.
Petty as shit. Chris, if I get a Bentley, you're gonna have to kill my black ass.
Yeah, that's it. For real, that's real talk. Yeah. You got to.
So Lola, there would be nothing you'd be willing to give back to an ex if y'all broke up?
Not a stick of gum. You gave it to me, it's mine. Once you gave it to me, it's mine.
That's it, done. I don't know what you.
Yeah, and now we're broken up. I don't even like you. So now that this is my stuff, I don't want to give you nothing that's mine. So next time, be a better person.
So basically, Lola on some like, why you even came over here anyway, looking for a damn thing?
Oh yeah, like my ex used to like he tried to take TVs and stuff. No, I'll break these motherfuckers. If I can't have it, neither can you.
Well, there we go. She woke up on the petty side of the bed this morning. If I give you an organ and you dump me, I'm gonna break some more shit. You give me something else, I break that motherfucker. You can't have.
I sound very violent. That's not even like me, y'all.
You know what? We're not gonna judge you today. It's a judgment-free zone. What about you? If your exes gave you gifts, would there be a gift you'd be willing to give back?
Nothing. Let me tell you, zero. Why? Because I'm not asking for anything I gave you. You know, like here, I gave it to you. You come and ask me for some shit, you're gonna get the door slammed in your face. And I'm gonna take some pictures of it. Man, let me tell you a story. When me and my first wife broke up, man, I took the damn steak out the freezer. It's my damn steak, all the steak. I was like, man, I was gonna take all the damn meat because it's our meat, and I have rights to that meat. I don't give shit back. You know, it's like, why? If I bought it for you, there you go, I bought it for you. But then you buy it for me and then come talking about, well, no, you're not getting shit back. I seen this shit too many times though. Like, man, women, I bought those shoes. You gonna give me those shoes? And dudes actually come about the shoes. Here you go. I'm like, I wouldn't give a shit. Like, bitch, I'm wearing these shoes. Look at them. I'm shining them. I'm gonna send you a picture of them gleaming in the light like my shoes. You bought them from me. Fuck out of here. You know, but motherfuckers have taken stuff from me. I let a chick move out. Wasn't there to supervise. She took her gifts she bought me and the gifts I got her. I'm like, how fucked up is that? Never again. You moving out, I'm gonna be there to supervise. You ain't taking shit. Like, no. You put that down. Mine.
Damn. So, I tell you what, right? I had this one homeboy. He told me him and his girl broke up, and she came to the house to get everything, and she bent the corner, and about 5 minutes later, she came back. This nigga said, because this is what happened, right? That like they moved to their separate houses, right? So he moved all her shit out the U-Haul. He moved all his shit out the U-Haul, and then she took the U-Haul and dipped. That nigga say she bent the block in the whole U-Haul came back in his house, looked in the U-Haul, walked back in the house, and took the fucking toilet paper off the toilet paper roll. I said, "Bitch, I bought that. Give me this."
Oh wow. Not the tissue.
He was like, and my boys was sitting outside. He said, "Nigga, they clowned me for about 5 days." He said, "She didn't even want you to wipe your ass good." She took the toilet paper off the toilet, and it wasn't even a new roll. It was like halfway used. But she just didn't want him to have it.
Damn. Her petty knows no bounds. I like that.
Well, I will say, in my last relationship with the little liar from the airport, I used to make him lunch, and he had my Tupperware. And I did ensure I got my Tupperware back because I have very nice Tupperware, expensive Tupperware. And I did go knock, run me my Tupperware. You think you're going to have some other bitch rotel in my shit, knowing she can't cook in my shit? No thanks. Give me my shit.
I'm telling you, man. Tupperware is hard to come by. So
thank you.
Yeah, you gotta get that back.
Hey, first of all,
I'm trying to use the ice cream buckets. I need the Tupperware.
You got a point, because that Tupperware with the glass bowl and that plastic that don't chip after a while, that shit. That shit be like $30 for a good set. So nah, bro, you gotta have to run my glass Tupperware back, bro.
Yeah. That Pyrex costs an arm and a leg. I can't let you keep that. No. Bring that back.
Hey,
I don't even like giving Tupperware out after barbecues. I'm like, no. I got some butter bowls that I washed out. Here you go. You can get my Tupperware, man.
Keep it tracking with these plates, bro.
Get some. See.
So listen, we're gonna hop into our first question of the night. Y'all some fools. Listen though, right? I'm gonna let Telly ask this question because it was his question. It was DH and Telly question. So you got the question, Telly?
Oh, it's on my phone, man. No, what's the question? Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna let you head this one off, right?
Okay.
It says, first question, the first topic of the night. It says, would you keep dating someone if you later found out they had several other kids?
Oh, shoot. DH look busy because he looked like he's doing his taxes or something. I don't know what the brother doing, but
I already did.
Man, for me, I mean, if a chick can hide kids, and then yeah, man, look, we got a problem because when I come into a relationship, do you have any kids? Yes. How many? Because there's a limit I don't go past because, I got 3. So I got to add maybe 1 or 2. That's 5 and that's it. 5 and 2 grown-ups, that's a lot of money. So anything beyond that, she talking about, yeah, I got 1. Okay, then I found out she got 6 in the system. No, I can't do that because that's 10 kids. This ain't 8 is enough. Cheap about a dozen. I ain't got that type of work. That type of job. No, man. Christmas around here gonna be real bone dry. Like, no, I can't do it. That's a deal breaker. You're lying.
I'm about to say you like. Okay, so how long? Like, okay, my boy Chris said, right? Time frame. What was the amount of time that they were dating, and then the kids got exposed? What, like a couple years?
Couple of years? Shit, our relationship been on a lot. Then I gotta go. If you can have some kids for 2 years, first of all, I'll be stupid because you can notice some signs of some kids being around. Like man, how many kids you got, man? I see all this shit.
What if it's a situation where she got her kids took, her kids got put in the system and got put with a family member, and then y'all dating, and she just don't say she got any kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Right. It just never really comes up, I guess. And then 2 years go by, and all of a sudden you get a knock at the door, and somebody like, hey, yo, mommy, and you sitting around like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I hit her with it. Wait a damn minute. What? Mommy? Like,
I know, right? Like, I
2
gotta
years.
go, man. I gotta go because you gotta look at it this way. If you get your kids taken, put in the system, first of all, what the hell did you do to get your sick kids put in the system? That's one. And then two, you ain't never mentioned them. So you probably living your best life, don't give a damn about your kid. You ain't gonna give a damn about mine. I can't be with you. You know, because what you do with your own, you definitely do with mine. So gotta go.
That's a fair assessment. Lola?
Yeah, ain't no
That's
way.
a hell no for you. All right,
Ain't
no.
no way. Ain't no way. And it goes back to character. It's not the kids, the amount of kids or anything like that. The kids obviously are innocent. It just shows that your character is flawed. So yeah, I'm gonna need you to step over to the left. I mean, we could be married. We could be married and everything. You gotta go because ain't no telling what else you've been hiding. So yeah, that's the deal breaker.
I mean, I can't necessarily knock you on that. For me, it'll be a hell no too. Cause I'm just like, me, Uncle Jody loves the kids. You ain't got a lot of me. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You fell on hard times, somebody else had to get the kids. I'm a very understanding person. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens like that. Sometimes families step in to give you a little break. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many reasons why at the moment you don't have your kids. But like 2 years go by and you just don't say shit. And all of a sudden somebody just drop them off. Nah, bro, you right. That relationship is based on a lie. And at that point, I'm going ahead and politely just exit myself from that relationship because it's like, damn, if you lying about kids, I feel like you'll lie about something else because that's the type of person that wait till you about to have sex to tell you they got AIDS or some shit. So I
Ooh.
think if you lie about that, you lie about something a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like for me, that'd be a hell no. That's a hell no. Because you ain't got to lie to me about no kids. Hell, I like kids. I might not have any of my own, but I like kids, especially the ones you can give back to the parents after a while.
Oh yeah, those are the best ones.
That's it, right? DH, your mic got.
Oh yeah, you good, bro.
Okay.
I was just doing it because my little hollering niece and that. Of course, most situations like that, it's the female that's got to deal with it. But if it was, in that situation with me with a female doing that like had kids, nah, that's like pretty much all y'all saying. Like who lies about that? Like who lies about? Nah, I mean I know it happens, but it's like what adult law is gonna lie about not having kids or having a certain amount of kids or whatever the case is. That's the ultimate kind of like low, honestly. You got kids or a family that you're not saying anything about. Nah, that would definitely be a whole deal breaker. Or whatever the case is. Only situation I think that a guy can be in with it for the most part with a female is maybe she had kids. Like I would want to know if a female had children that she maybe gave up for adoption or you know what I mean, let another family member raise them or whatever the case is. Because a lot of that happens too, where women have kids and they don't necessarily have custody of them. I think that would be very important for a guy to know. Like I said, it's a very rare situation that a guy's dating a chick that she has hidden kids. Other than a situation like that, so I would definitely want to know. Stan, nah, that's especially if it was a great amount of time that you held that. Nah, that's you lie about that, you definitely gonna lie about other stuff.
Yeah, true. So DH posted me a question right after that. So I figured it's go hand in hand. So what if you dating a dude for like a year and then his ex pop up with like a 4-month-old? Like, how do you handle that? I said like, what if like you was a dude, you dating a chick for like a month, and then all of a sudden she hit you with the, hey, I just want you to know, I just found out I'm pregnant with another nigga baby. Like how do you handle that?
Yeah, or and also, ladies, real quick before Lola, before you answer too. Also, whether it be a 4 month old or just say it was a child that maybe like 3 or 4 years old that that he actually knew nothing about, but now because y'all are dating, this child is now factor in. How would y'all deal with that?
Yeah, there's two scenarios there. So the 3-year-old who pops back in, I would probably still stay with him because that's not no fault to his own. And if I would have known and he would have known and he would have told me, I would have still been with him, right? So that's one scenario. Now, if it is a fresh baby or if the girl just recently got pregnant, I would probably try to encourage him to try to work things out with her. If it was pretty new, just because I think that's what's best for the children and best for everybody involved. If he really wasn't interested or the girl really wasn't interested and then that's different, then we could probably move forward too. But I would be like, hey, you might want to see if y'all can work that out because that's what's best for the baby. So those are two different scenarios and two different outcomes in my opinion, for me.
So what about the first one? Like you dating a dude and boom, just pop up with a brand new baby. Like, or you just answer that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what about the dude who be like, hey, bro, I didn't know I had a 3-year-old. Boom, here you go. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'll stay with him. I mean, especially if the girl ain't no little cuckoo pachoo. Now, if she cuckoo pachoo, you gonna have to figure that out because I need as little drama as possible in my life. But if she's straight and she's just like, hey, I pinned this on somebody else for a long time. He made me do a DNA test. Now I gotta give it to the rightful owner, which I've seen. But yeah, I don't want no problems. I just want him to do what's the best. We can move past that, in my opinion.
I think that the first one for me is a dude. If I'm dating a chick and she's like, hey, I just want you to know I just found out like I'm a month pregnant. I think I'm done with that. I'm like, oh wow. Cause it's like how I look going to a doctor appointment for a kid that ain't mine. I ain't in that much love to stay in this situation. I ain't got no malice or hate in my heart or nothing, but I'm gonna just politely step to the side, you know what I'm saying, so you can figure things out. Cause I'm just like, that's just a weird situation because it's like I'm trying to build a relationship with you and this nigga going to the clinic together, or the doctor's appointment, whatever it is. I'm trying to build a relationship with you and he picking you up to take you to the clinic. Or if I'm like, I'm gonna stay. So now all three of us sitting up in the clinic and the damn doctor's looking at us like, what the hell is this? Y'all, we over here husband brothers. Ain't this some shit? So shit off. And we some shit off of Discovery Channel, husband brothers. I'm over here looking like a whole simp. Like I ain't going for it. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you be. And if I just gotta let you be. I can't do it. I respect any man that can though. I've seen it. I've seen dudes out here date chicks that are pregnant, and it's just like shit's beyond me. Shit. A nigga said he wanted an Insta family. He got just that. I'm like, listen, shit's beyond me, bruh. Shit's beyond me. I just can't do it. What you got on that?
You know what I got on this? Those two scenarios actually happened to me in real life. Actually, I live those scenarios.
I'm intrigued.
Okay. The first one, I met this chick, but she was already pregnant. And then she already had, I think it was, 4 kids at the time. She was pregnant, one with the dude. Well, she let me know she was pregnant. Belly was showing. I visited her, tried to kick it with her. Then I thought about, like, shit, I can't do this, man. Like, she already about to pop one out, and this dude somewhere lurking around. I can't do it. So it didn't. She was cool, though, but something in me, man, just couldn't do it. Now, the second scenario, that's my daughter. It's like 6 years ago. Like I said, 6 years ago, I was married and, doing my thing, and then get a message on Facebook on the messenger out the blue asking for my address. I said, here you go. I thought the chick was sending me a wedding invite or something. Then she sent some court documents. And I was like, what court papers? She said, for child support. Excuse me? You're like, what you mean? I told you I was pregnant, and I had your daughter. I'm like, man, you told me that shit 3 years ago, and I thought you disappeared. Like, cause I was like, we was gonna take a DNA test, and you disappeared. So I thought, shit, maybe you found a real father or something. You know?
Was it your actual daughter?
Yeah, the one I have right now is my actual daughter. And,
so how long like did that process last? Like, were you like when she said I'm pregnant and then disappeared and came back? Like, what was
7 years? 7 years.
So she waited 7 years.
Yeah, I met my daughter for the first time taking a DNA test. She was 7, about to be 8.
What the fuck? So how'd that make you feel? Because I'd be a little pissed. I'd have missed the first of my child's life.
I was upset about it. But then, in all actuality, it was like, man, it actually, my wife left me because of it. But that was some bullshit. That's an excuse. She used that as an excuse. She wasn't fucking trying to be married or nothing. She was for the streets, bruh. But the streets was calling. But she made a big deal out of it, talking about I betrayed her and all this shit. And I'm looking like, bitch, this happened before I even met you. I didn't even know you existed. So how did I betray you? Or well, you didn't go looking for it. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. That's what I told her. If somebody come to me and say, I got a kid, and I say, let's go take a paternity test, and they disappear, I'm not going to look for them motherfuckers. I'm assuming like anybody else, she figured this shit out. Because as soon as I asked for the paternity test, gave her all the information, like, you're going to go down here, you're going to go to the courthouse, this is what you're going to say to them. They're going to mail me the paperwork. Then they're going to tell us to come on a certain time and date. We're going to do the paternity test. Boom, and we'll take it from there. She disappeared, gone, vamoose. Then come back years later, and then I'm like, okay, we're going to go take the paternity test. She mine, okay. So that was no problem to me. I just wish I would have, got it straight early on in her life, when I told her to, so I wouldn't have missed all that time because shit, at that time I'm rolling around thinking I just got 2 boys. Now I got 2 boys and a girl. Fast forward to today, hell, I'm happy. I got my princess.
Did you pay back child support for that?
Ain't no back child support up here in Illinois. Child support starts the day of when the order was written. So there was no back child support to pay. So
you want to call Florida? You want to call Florida and tell them that? Because I know a lot of brothers.
I was gonna say, a lot of them wish they stayed up there.
Hey, go on, do it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, let me tell you about Michigan. Now, Michigan, all a chick has to do is go down there and say she pregnant, she had a kid, it's your kid, and before any proof, they start garnishing your check. They give you a court date, and then you got to come down there and dispute it. But until then, they taking money out your check without any proof. Zero proof.
They couldn't get a 941 girls no privilege like that, boy, because these little 941 women out here be all over it, boy.
Yeah, niggas be dead. Niggas be in jail for murder at that point. Because I ain't even took a pregnancy test yet. That's why. Cuz what up, my boy?
What's up, man?
EJ.
It's rough in this game.
So, all right, we're gonna hop into our next topic. I think we kind of covered this last week a smidge bit, and I thought it was a good, interesting topic. So I figured I'd bring it up tonight, and we have a discussion about it. So, is there such thing as unconditional love for your spouse in a relationship? Because I know a lot of people say there's unconditional love for your kids, and I can see it. But is there really such thing as unconditional love for your spouse?
Who you want to go first?
I, I want whoever to go first. I'm intrigued because I seen a lot of faces just
You
proud.
go ahead, Lola.
Lola, you go first.
All love has conditions on it. I think with children is maybe a little bit different, but overall, all love has conditions on it, and it should. It's just like any other type of interaction. There should be boundaries. There should be mutually benefiting to everybody involved, and all of that means that there's conditions on it. As far as, well, I guess let me take that back. You can love somebody unconditionally, but I don't think you should or could be in a relationship unconditionally. So I guess I just retract my statement because you can care about somebody and not fuck with them. Like I love you, I care about you, I don't fuck with you. So I guess it is two different things. You could love somebody and care about them without those conditions, I guess. But I ain't. I got conditions on all my shit. Terms and conditions are on my shit. So that's my take on it.
So, do you say? I believe that there's no such thing as unconditional love. I think that somewhere down the line, anybody during any time of your life can fuck up to a point where you just like, I can't fuck with you ever, right? I think it might be a really high line for like kids, but like anybody else can fuck up like somewhere down the line. And I hate when people say, "Oh, I'm gonna love you through thick and thin," right? I love you unconditionally. You love them unconditionally until they fuck up. All right. Because everybody can love. Like when you in that cupcake stage, you can't see that person doing shit. And then 4 5 years get down the road, all of a sudden they cheat. Guess what? There go that condition right there. That's all it takes. Or something happens, or he wreck your car, or something of that nature. I feel like there's no such. I feel like unconditional love is like it's almost like some fairy tale shit that we done made up in our heads. Because I feel like I said, no matter what, there's something that can happen that just turns you off from anybody, no matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? I think for your kids, it might be a little harder, but like everybody has the potential to just get cut the fuck off. And if you are to a place where you can't like, oh, I love you, but I don't ever want to talk to you again, then I don't feel like that's real love. You know what I'm saying? It's like I love you, but I don't want to. I don't want to see your face, see your existence. That's that you don't really love that person. You know, you might respect them enough to just be like, I don't ever want to see you again. But I don't think that's love. So for me, I don't think there is such thing as unconditional love for most part. I think that the only thing that gives you unconditional love is pets. Your pet will love you no matter what. A pet will love you no matter what. Everybody else, there's some type of condition on that motherfucker. Whether you want to hear it or not, there's some type of condition, and that's just me personally. But Cuzzo, welcome back.
What's up?
So what's your views on that? I know you going through it, so I'm gonna give you the stage. What's your unconditional?
It ain't real. It ain't shit. It ain't about nothing. I don't see conditional love like that. Shoot, hold on. What the day is? The 8th, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's coming up?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Hmm. You know how unconditional that fucker been for me about the past, about 6, 7, 8 years. So I can't really speak on something that I don't even really receive like that. The only person that ever gave it to me, we all know on this panel, because we all got one, is mama and dad. I don't see no unconditional love coming from a friend. I don't see no unconditional love coming from anybody. My kids, yeah, they'll get my unconditional love. That's my child, of course. That's my responsibility. That's who I took care of. I changed them, did this, did that every day from day one for them. Of course. But unconditional love, you ain't finding that really. Cause like you say, cuz all I gotta do is go out here and cheat. Or better yet, not even cheat. All I gotta do is go out here and let you catch a whiff of that text message. Let you catch a whiff of my messenger. Let you catch a whiff of some of my social media site. Let me put too many hard eyes up under a female's photo. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know what unconditional love is. I guess unconditional love come with a certain standard or certain things. Like, Other people unconditional love is getting punched in the freaking eye. They love it. They stay there. Stay for years. Seem like you want to give unconditional love to somebody that want to punch you in the eye. Sorry. That's how the way people are now. They're weird. So just unconditional love is a load of bullshit. It's whatever.
Oh,
I used to think as y'all. I really did. I met one person that actually loved me unconditionally. One, 45 years old, one person. Outside of my mama, of course, and my brothers and sisters, but one person. And we had a talk a while ago. And I looked at her and asked her, like, what do you love me? You know, like, what is it? Because I'm curious. I mean, as much shit as I did, you know, what is it? And she looked at me and she said, I'll never forget this. She said, it's easy for me to love you when you're doing what I want you to do. It's when you're not doing what I want you to do is when you need my love. Changed my whole life. My whole perspective. And I couldn't believe she said that.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Why
Wait.
is this motherfucker?
That fucked me up.
What happened?
Exactly.
What
Think
happened?
about
Yeah,
it.
say that one more time. It's
She
easy for
said-
me to love you when you're doing what I want you to do.
Right. But it's when you not being your best and messing up and doing all these wrong things is when you need my love the most.
Hmm.
And
As
that,
you,
man, messed my life up. Hey, man, made me sit and think, like, you know what? She motherfucking right. I mean, I could, man, look, dude. And like I said, that's the only one person. We friends to this day. You know, she married with children. But, and she says the same thing to today, that no matter what, she still loves me. No matter what. You know, and I'm like, wow. I've never had that in, you know, once again, outside the family. But for a person who's not related and, you know, say that to me and actually mean it, not just words, but show it, that shit is crazy. You know, it made me actually want to be a better person and go out and try to find that within me to, you know, love somebody even when they not at their best. Or when they, you know, not doing what I want them to do, you know, for me to be strong enough to say, shit,
oh my
I still
God.
love you. It's wild. I haven't reached that point yet because, you know, baby mama number one. You know,
We know.
yeah, right. So
We
I
are
haven't reached
know.
that point yet, but I'm trying. You know, but as
You know
far
what?
as so it exists. It's rare, but it exists. It's out there. I know. I guess it takes I don't know, a mind. It's a mindset, a special person. You know, hey mother, how you doing? My mom just got home.
I see.
Hey, mama.
Hey, mom.
So you know, before her, it was my mother. Now that woman loved me unconditionally. I took her through some changes as a teenager, and to this day, still by my side. You know, you're gonna love your kids unconditionally, and they're gonna try you. As they get older, woo, they push that boundary, but you're gonna love them. You're gonna love them. You might not want to mess with them, but you love them. So you're gonna be there for them.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the comment, right? And Chris brought up kind of a good point. Like, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer's parents, right? You know, this dude was a straight up serial killer. So, like, as a parent, like, could you still have that unconditional love for your child was like a convicted serial killer? Is it like something I'm gonna look at them and be like, I still love you even though you did this heinous crime? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, I'm gonna still love you. I wish you didn't do that, but I'm gonna still love you. Cause like that's to me, that's definition of unconditional love. they've done the worst of the worst on multiple occasions, and you still look at that child and say, I still love you. I'm here for whatever support I can offer, but you gotta stay in jail though, big dog.
I mean, you gonna love your kid, but you ain't gonna mess with their deeds. You know, I love you. I ain't raised you to be no damn serial. I can't fuck with you on that level. You got to take that walk on your own. You know, I wish you wouldn't have turned out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you looking, because I don't know what I could do. You know, what I would do, my damn son go on a damn cross-country killing spree, you know, and it's like, but that's your kid. And I'm like, but I'm not going to jail with him. So I love him, but that's a ride he's going to have to take on his own. I wish he wouldn't have done it. I didn't raise him to make those choices, but man, you just can't. I don't see any scenario where a parent can turn their back on their kid. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's one. But overall, you can't turn your back on your kids no matter what. You can say, you know what, I'm done with that motherfucker. You know, I'm done with that bastard. But then, you know, something pulls you back in. You know, so, but, you know, serial killers and rapists and, yeah.
I mean, because that's where you test that lines of unconditional. I mean, people say,
well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I withdraw my love. My damn kid. If a kid arises a pedophile, oh hell no. I gotta withdraw that. I don't fuck around with that shit. You finding kids.
Yeah, see, so then there you go. It was like you finally found your conditions where you like, no, that's my breaking point. So it's like unconditional means nothing. And that's why I say I don't believe in unconditional love at all, because it's like there's a crazy world and there's some extreme examples. Through the regular shit, maybe. When you get to those extreme examples, there's something there that's gonna break. You know, there's just something there that's gonna break. DX, before we go out of this one, what about you? Unconditional.
I mean, so with it being unconditional, I mean, we're just gonna say unconditional. That means no holds barred. Then no, I mean, but I also think that's the level of love versus stupidity or whatever the case is. If we going, I will say there's unconditional love with the right shit, like, you know, loving somebody as long as like you're being treated correctly, or you know what I mean, not arguments or whatever. I mean, everybody go through that stage, but what I'm saying is just normal stuff. I mean, but just to say, oh, I love you, you can go screw around on me and I still love you. So of course, like not in that level. So with that being said, since you're not just going to put up with any and everything, I mean, technically, no, there's no unconditional love. That would be more of, I mean, that's just foolishness, basically, to put up with anything somebody throws at you. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody should have a breaking point. You know, everybody's not going to put up, you know, just anything. But I do think in the circle of what's right, you can love somebody unconditional. In the circle of what's right, I ain't, again, not just crazy stuff, not normal stuff, like not things that are that's just stupid. Like, I don't give a damn how much you love somebody, even just put up with nobody just fucking around on you. Like, that's, again, that boils to foolishness versus, you know. So, but overall, like I said, if we're gonna say anything, no holds barred, then no, that doesn't exist for a smart person.
So what you're saying is anybody with some common sense knows that there's no such thing as unconditional love for your spouse.
Right. Or, I mean, anybody for that matter, if that's the case, that goes with anybody. Like, I mean, I love my mama to the earth and back, but she can't just do anything to me without me saying something. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying is, if you're going to box it in to just, there's stupidity putting up with BS, and then there's, you know, what's right. Because if that's the case, basically nobody or nothing that's the case. Nothing is unconditional, technically. I mean, only love is gonna really be unconditional is that love what God has for us. If we're gonna go there with it, you know what I mean. There's no earthly unconditional to just put up with anything. But I mean, we get on the Lord nerves too when you think about it with foolish stuff that we do. Let's be real about it. You know what I mean. And eventually, it's not so much a breaking point, but there's going to be the time that's going to come where it's going to be too late to just keep on doing the same thing over and over. So really, in reality, that word, no, it doesn't exist because everything has an expiration date. Everything.
I would want to agree. Now, Mom's put an interesting comment. She said the ball drops for me when you start killing and raping people. You damn crazy. So there we go. Mom's put her breaking point. When you start doing that shit, she done with it. It's time to go. We over it. Call it a day, right?
Oh, she ain't lying. She used to tell me all the time, if you on the run from the police, don't come to my house. I'm gonna turn your ass in. Because I'm not going to jail for you. And you know, I was like, and she meant it, man. I mean, she'll open the door, be like, man, there you go. You know, so, but here's the thing about love and unconditional love.
At least she honest about it.
Do you love yourself unconditionally? That's the question. Because it's like DA said, you got people going around getting cheated on and still staying, getting beat on, still staying. You don't love yourself unconditionally by putting up with that foolishness. So if you don't love yourself unconditionally, you can't love anybody unconditionally. It always starts with self. Love yourself first and love yourself properly. Then you may can find it.
Okay. Well, there you said it. Love yourself first, and you might find something close to unconditional love. All right. So we're going to hop into our third topic of the night. And we kind of covered this last week when we was talking about, I remember what we was talking about. We talked about this, right? But how much say-so should absentee mothers and fathers have about what's going on with their child? Since I don't have any kids. So how much say-so should they have if they're not in a life? And then after that, should they have something to say about the person that you're dating?
She said a fucking thing. I'll knock her ass up.
Here on Family Talk, we do not advocate domestic violence.
We do not promote domestic violence.
Yeah, y'all think what I go through, y'all will be like, why he ain't doing it yet?
I had to put that disclaimer out there.
You got to put that.
You got to put that disclaimer out there. So
we're not above hiring a ringer after
so
tax.
anybody here got absent? Because y'all already know my situation, right?
Man, let me tell you.
No, I was saying, so like I seen it. I seen the post. I was just like, I seen the post. I did. I was like, this bitch tripping. I don't know what's wrong with her. This bitch tripping as usual.
Now y'all see why I'm at the where I'm at, right? You just don't say that. I've been raised. You don't say that,
brother. You just gotta breathe deep. You know why?
But it's only so much of breathing you can do to where now I don't want you to breathe no more.
Right.
Because no. Hold on. You know what? That is one thing. Why when a man get that upset or get that protective about his child, it's time to breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Go ahead and hit the whole mace dance, right? But most of these women can go out here and go off the rail about their kids, right? Go cuss everybody out, hit whoever they want to hit, fuck whoever, run them over with a car, all that. I've been paying attention to that lately. Like me, I go to one to protecting my son or something that's being said about my son. Hey, calm down. Don't say that. Breathe. You know what type of person she is. But then let the shoe have been on the other foot.
That's deep. I tell you what,
but it's true.
I agree. Send me a text and I'll put that in the notes. We'll have a conversation about that, right? So to the
That's
question,
about, you know.
right? How much say so should absentee parents have? Because I'm not a parent. Everybody else up here have
If
parents.
you're absent from school, are you gonna make an A?
No?
Okay.
Look, I don't make the rules. So Lola, absentee parents. For your case, well, obviously both the dads are all in their lives, so you don't have that issue. You obviously made good choices, right? A lot of women did. So I go first. I see this point, right? Now, Chris and Nisi have good points, right? You have levels to the absentee point, and I think that if you are nowhere around, like ever, then I don't think that you can have any type of say so, like none. Like at that point, my nigga, you're just a. If we need an organ donor, I'll hit you up. Like that's it. Like you don't have no say so. And then you have the ones that come around through like birthdays, holidays, shit like that. And to me personally, I feel like spotty parents are just as bad as absentee parents. Like if you're gonna be spotty, you might as well just be fucking absent. Because like
Bingo.
if
Man,
if you're spotty, that means you're getting that child's hopes up and then you're disappointing them. And I'd rather my child, me personally, if I had to have a situation, I'd rather my child just like, hey, I don't really got a mama, than to continuously get hurt by a spotty mother, right? So for me, absentee and spotty, to me, they're the same thing. Honestly, spotty is a lot worse because you're it's a consistent disappointment with the child. So with that point, you still have no fucking say so. Now, if you have somebody that's in, then I give you some say so because you've active, you're being there. But
about the child.
about the child, you're being
About the
there.
child.
So I'll give you some leeway with that about some decision makings or whatever and whatnot. Now, as far as who I'm dating and who gonna be their stepmama, you ain't got no fucking leeway. Unless you done gave me a background check and this bitch an undercover killer, serial killer, that's the only thing I'm listening to you or some shit. But other than that, you have no say so about who the stepmom is. I'm trying to take us to the promised land. I'm trying to get us rich. So don't worry about the stepmom, okay? She probably 6-7 figures in. So don't worry about who the fuck I got. I'm doing it too. All right. But for me personally, if you absent and spotty, you get none. Absolutely no fucking say so at all. None. Not one bit. So D8.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. The spotty and the absence, like, yeah, you have what are you gonna say? Like at this point, this is my child. Like what is there for you to say? I mean, there may be a little level of respect as far as being the mother or whatever, but when I say little, I mean little. Like whatever I decide to do with my child, that's what it's gonna be. And, there's no questioning how do you feel about it? Are you okay with it? There's none of that. Period. That's not even a question. And then certainly, as far as who I'm dating, you better not even let a word fly out your mouth about that. It's not your concern at all. Not your concern. Just like you said, Jody, unless it's like, a situation of you heard something, but at the same time, I'm also gonna like get that information myself because I'm not just gonna automatically just say, oh, well, you said this and then call it that because you do have petty people. But yeah, dating that part of the question is definitely off limits, and very few choices or opinions when it comes to really anything else. Because end of the day, that's my child. I'm the one that they see every day. If that's the case, and that's just gonna be that. I don't need your opinion about nothing. I mean, you'll get certain information, if it's a serious, maybe a little serious sickness or a little health condition or something like that, you'll get some info. Just that's what a little respect comes in at. But decisions, we can kill that.
Well, there you have it. Mom say shit, by the way. Um, Ms. Dowling said, nope, absent. You don't have shit to say. Mom says shit. I ain't got shit for you. You can go ahead and let that shit ride. And yeah, Fresh Prince dad as absent. Yeah, that is like that absent slash spotty. So like you come in and you disappoint and you leave. And I'd rather you just not come in and disappoint my kid. So for me, yeah, if you absent, spotty, you get no say so on the kid choices with the kid. And far as who I'm dating, hell no, shut up, mind your fucking business, don't worry about it. Ms. Lolita.
Yeah, you definitely ain't got no say so about what happens inside of my household if you're an absent father. You ain't really got no say so even if you are involved, what happens in my household. So that's the bottom line. Now, I do think that you have some nerve to even come around here and even suggest anything. But the fact is, all parents, you can only control what goes on in your household. So if my child doesn't go to your household, you ain't got no say so. If you would like to take me to court and allow the courts to determine any type of variances like schooling or insurance or anything like that, we can take it there. But I ain't gonna let you run my household, and I don't expect to run yours.
All right, let me hit you with a scenario because I like that you brought up about like your house, right? So let's say you got your kid, right? Like it's been you and them from the jump, and some years go by, and the parent just jumps back into the life. And it's like, oh, I won't be in my kid's life, right? And they take you to court, and the judge said, hey, you know what? They're here, they're doing good, and so we're gonna split the custody, right? And then all of a sudden, that parent says, hey, I don't I want to I want my kid to go to this school instead of this school. Like, how would you handle that?
Yeah, that stuff we would handle in court for sure. Big decisions like schooling, medicine, like for example, if they don't want me to vaccinate the kids and I do, like those issues have to go to the court because I'm not going back and forth with you at all. Now, decisions that are less involved, like for example, if I don't want my kids to drink fruit punch, red fruit punch because of the dye in it, and you let them drink fruit punch at your house, I'm not gonna trip. I know people who will flip their lid, like, don't give my baby that shit. And if it's not an allergy or whatever, I will inform them, like, for example, hey, this it has a negative effect on children and try to educate them on why I make those decisions in my household. But I'm not gonna pick a fight. I'm not gonna nitpick and cause all this friction if I don't feel like it's a danger to them. If I do feel it's a danger to them, then it will be back in court and every week if we have to be to protect my child. But if it's something minor like that, like you feed my kids chips or you let them stay up till 10 o'clock at night, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I know some parents who will, and I get it, that's their prerogative, but I'm not. I'm not gonna give myself an aneurysm for no shit like that.
If it's one way, if it's one way that somebody want to have a personal face-to-face conversation with the Lord, is to bother with my child.
That was very calm. I didn't expect that. That
Yeah,
went way too far.
it's yeah, they'll be eating some collard greens and cornbread over your ass because it's just as simple. If you've been absent and you come back around and you are getting into the child's life, basically, I've been putting money into the bank the whole time, so therefore my amount is bigger than yours. You still don't have that say so. Yeah, we're not gonna even. They're going to the school I've had them in that I'm picking. If you got to drive an extra 10 minutes, so be it. Whatever the case is, like I don't even see how that's gonna, really it's just some shit I'm just not gonna deal with, and it's just gonna be some things that's not gonna even be a discussion. We're not even arguing about it. We're not. It's not up for discussion. I've already said it. That's that. Because again, it's front doors can easily be kicked in, and that's one way to get them kicked in. About that little red one of mine.
I will say this. I'm gonna back you up 1,000%. I don't give a fuck if the judge say you get split custody. I've put in the majority of the time. At this point, you're just a legally certified fucking babysitter. At this point, if you get my child on the weekdays, your only job is take him to school, pick him up, feed him, give him a bath, and make him go to bed. That's it. You still get no say so. Right? If I tell you, hey, my child don't eat this, I'm not as calm as Lola. I'm gonna flip my shit because that's what the fuck I've said. This is what I've said. You're not finna come on and do that. So I'm finna flip my shit, and you're gonna have a problem with me. And I'm also on the same lines of DH. And if you want to keep going against this grain, like I said, I got a whole sledgehammer. Doors can get broke the fuck in. They really can. That motherfucker is 22 pounds. It can get open the door. Right? And I'm just not with the shits. I feel like for me, my child is gonna be my second priority, other than making sure I'm the best me that I can be, so I can be the best father that I can be. My child is the second thing that comes in my life, straight up 100%. Because for me to be a good father, I need to be the best me I need to be. So I need to make sure I'm straight. So my child comes right after that. So if I've set a precedence in my child's life to where my child doesn't eat this, my child doesn't eat that, because like I wouldn't let my child drink like soda. You know what I'm saying? Like I buy the juices that's like, like the half juice, half water, but the kid don't give a fuck. It's juice. They don't care. Right? I'm like Lola. You're not gonna have my kid drinking Mountain Dew. Not with all them dyes and sugars and shit in it. You're not gonna have them drinking Mountain Dew. Not no Pepsi, not no Coke. You ain't doing none of that. So for me, if you are absent and you get to be back in my kid's life, understand that there is a certain level of work that you need to put in. Like you ain't put in on this. Like literally, it's that simple. You can't call no shots because you didn't put in on this. I've done all the heavy lifting so far, so you ain't put in on this, so you don't have a say so. And if that's the case, then the shit's gonna get ugly. I honestly, it can get ugly, and I just don't care for like her opinion. And yeah, and me, I would have a say so who you have around my kid too, and that's one thing. It can get like gang violent about who you gonna have around my kid, because I don't trust everybody. Hell, I don't trust people around me. I don't like motherfuckers around me. I'd be like people weirdos around me. So ain't no way in hell. So yeah, I'm with DH on this one 1,000%. Nah, leave my kid alone. Leave him the fuck alone. And like I said, you're just a glorified babysitter if you do get the opportunity to have some type of custody of my kid. That's just my personal preference.
Hold on, right before you go, and also let's not forget that at a certain age, the kids got opinions also about who, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't fool with my mama like that. Like, I love you because who you are, or I love you just because of who you are, dad, or whatever. In that case, but they have that choice also, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if a child don't want to go with their parent, it's for a reason. Like it's for a reason. So that's another thing. That's another thing to factor in. And Jody, you 100% correct. Like when it comes to especially men, man, and then being a father of a daughter. I got questions but look at here. If one touch mine, bro, you don't have to go to, bro. You don't have to turn yourself in. Like, you don't have to do nothing, bro. Like, you don't even worry about, we not calling 911 for the police to come. We not, only report we filing is the day the nigga died. That's it. That's the only report we filing, bro. There's no explanation you can give me. There's no nothing.
Hey, bad news now. So what? The nigga dropped him off at the coroner's office for you?
Bro. Look here, bro.
Oh God. Because honestly, not to take it off subject a little bit, but that is the number one thing. Like people, questionable people put their kids around other questionable people, and that's how shit like that ends up happening. And is a big reality. That's why a lot of people are very paranoid around who they're around. Like I've seen people cut off friends because of their kids, because it's like I don't like, and it's not like as I don't trust my friend, I don't trust the motherfucker you trust. So it's like my kid can't hang out with your kid at your house because motherfuckers you trust iffy, right? And that's the quickest way to get anything escalated to a point of like ridiculousness. Because I tell people at the daycare when I go pick up and drop off my niece, I don't play about my kid. I don't play. Do not 100%. I shut this whole bitch down. Like,
and just understand, it's gonna be at least two. It's gonna be at least two patients admitted in the hospital. It ain't gonna just be one. It's gonna be at least two because I'm holding you responsible for having this person around my child as well. Like for you not doing your homework to see who this child is, and that's why I tell women, man, ladies, for real. I don't care how good that nigga look to you, how far he is to you, how much money he got. Man, check these niggas because it's 2022. And but a lot of these dudes are sick and twisted in the head, man. And they will be looking at your freaking child like she's a grown woman, man. And I'm telling you, man, a lot of women really need to start doing more, like digging information on these dudes, man. Like, don't put your child, don't even allow your child to go through that, bro. Like,
and just one more thing to piggyback off you. Understand this, people. Your sons are just as vulnerable as your daughter. Your sons are just as vulnerable as your dad. These nasty motherfuckers are looking at your sons. Your sons are just as vulnerable as your daughter. So you protect sons and daughters equally, because people looking at your son just like they're looking at your daughter. Straight 100%.
Yeah, especially nowadays, since never mind, we can't say that we on the podcast, but y'all know what I mean. Since they real tender nowadays, anyway, so they probably really have your son than your daughter. We go ahead. I'm sorry,
Go ahead,
No, man, I like listening, man. Let me tell you, man, all you talking about, I've actually experienced once again in my real life. So I can talk about this because, as y'all was saying, Lola was saying you got to go through the courts here in Illinois. Each parent has 50-50 decision making automatically. So we make decisions on religion, which is not what I care about. As long as my kid believe in God, I don't care what religion they is. Schooling, hey, as long as they going to school, getting an education, I don't care what school you go to. As far as the doctors and all that, hey, as long as my kid is healthy and being seen properly, I'm cool. Every once in a while, I may have an opinion about something, but as long as all the boxes are checked and everything I'm looking at is cool, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I would not know what it's like to have an absentee mother, in my kids' life. I wish I did for a couple of them, but I'm not fortunate, but that's neither here nor there. What they try to do is turn me into an absentee father. Like I said, that first one, she took my kid to a whole nother state. I can't see him like I used to. So pretty much turned me into an absentee father. Not by my choice. Hey, I want to be present in his life because he's a young man, 14. I need to guide him as a young man, older man, a young man, because he's into this age now where his body's changing. A lot of things is changing for him. And I don't want him, dealing with the same stuff I dealt with at that age, trying to figure stuff out. You know what I'm saying? On his own and what to do. He can come and talk to me and I give him my experiences and say, hey, this is how I dealt with it. Don't do it like this. What you want to do is this, that, and the other. I got my young man mom who wants to reduce my time because you got women out here who think they know every damn thing and know what's best for the kid. Like they know they the end all be all, which You don't know how to be a man. You're a woman. You don't know how to be a man. I didn't say you couldn't raise a man. You don't know how to be a man. There's certain things that I can impart in him, that will help. I'm a firm believer that it takes both parents to make a well-rounded kid. I don't know everything. All I can do is give him what I got in me, the best of me, and I hope you give him the best of you, and then together we make a good person to send out in this world. But people don't think that. People don't see it like that. And then the other part about trying to run your household, oh yeah, they good for that shit. Like seriously, man. A while back when my son was, not even one, my youngest, his mom with her husband right now, when she first met him, she met him on Plenty of Fish. Okay, cool. But then it seemed like, after he got out the hospital, because, he's born 24 weeks. So after he did his journey, got out the hospital, like 2-3 months later, dude moving in with them. And I'm like, hold on. I don't care who you see, but that's kind of dangerous to me. That's reckless because you met the dude off the internet. You don't know nothing about him like that. Here you just bringing the baby home, so he can't tell me what's going on if somebody bothering him or something. You gotta, the courts told me, hey, that's none of your business. Okay, cool. That's fine. I understand. I'm not saying I want to run out. I'm just saying that's dangerous. We got to think. But since y'all say none of my business, so y'all gave me the flag. Hey, I can do whatever the hell I want. Okay, cool. But then it turns around. She tries to run my household. No, baby girl. They said it wasn't none of my business. It ain't none of your business what goes on in here. Because you can damn sure believe I'm careful. Because my kids are everything. And motherfucker fuck with my kid in here. You ain't got to worry, like DA said, you ain't got to worry about police. You ain't got to worry about court trials, lawyer fees. You just going to have to put money on my books. Because everything is gone. So that's why I was like, as my kids grew up and me throughout the years, my kids can talk and tell me. And I always sit them down. You let me know. If somebody bothering you, touch you, do something you don't like, come and talk to me. Can't talk to your mom? Or you tried to talk to her, she dismissed it, whatever, come talk to dad. Because I promise you, dad gonna get to the bottom of it. And moms and them know, if my kid get fucked with, while they in your care and custody, like DA said, and I have one motherfucker, it ain't gonna even be two motherfuckers. It's gonna be an entire clan of motherfuckers laid out. It's gonna be the mom, her companion, and his fucking family because they raised him. I want everybody hurt. Those my kids. Don't touch them. Leave them be. If you have a problem with my kid and my kid being disrespectful to you, come talk to me. I'm gonna straighten them out. We don't play disrespect of adults. But don't you ever take nothing into your own hands. I had my sons, my oldest, my first baby mama boyfriend, she got a man. He come pull me to the side, saying my son, he hard, he disrespecting, don't listen to him. I was like, I'm going to handle that. Then he said, because I don't want to whoop him. I was like, yeah, you don't want to whoop him. Because that'll be a motherfucking mistake on your part.
That'll be your worst decision.
Right. I'm dealing out whoopings. I dole out whoopings. His mama dole out whoopings. You don't dole out shit. You just there. Now, he must respect you. I give him that. Because, y'all together, that's y'all household. But if you put your hands on my kid, I don't care the circumstances at all. You're going to get dealt with by me. And you ain't going to like it. My daughter came to me or, was talking. Her mom just had a baby by this dude she with. They happy, cool. I guess the baby got spaghetti on their shoes. on his shoes, and his dad is a sneakerhead, and he was upset. And my daughter like, he was upset with me. I don't give a fuck what he say to you. That ain't your baby. So you give a kid spaghetti as a 1-year-old, guess what? They gonna get messy. Right. So you ain't have no baby. I don't give a damn how upset he is. If he say something to you, come and talk to me. Then we gonna get an understanding. Don't you speak to my kid, especially about your baby. You watch your own fucking kid. She don't have no kids. You know, that's y'all thing. You leave her out of it. You know, that's how I feel on that. Nobody has domain over my children but they mom and myself. And when they in my house, I got them. Don't comment on nothing. I mean, I'm willing to work with you. You know, if you say they went to school, they on punishment over there, oh, they already know me in school, your ass on punishment over here. And it's more than worse than what your mama gonna do. Your ass gonna be washing some walls, cleaning up, raking yards and leaves. We gonna get this right. So I back you up on discipline. I back you up if you say, well, you know, I'm trying to teach this lesson, or, you know, I want them to earn some money. So can you give them a job to do it? Because I'm trying to teach them financials, you know, literacy all day, every day. Let's work in concert. But as far as you saying, well, I don't feed them this at my house, well, that's good for your house. In my house, we eat this. What's your damn point? Because I always set my kids down, man, and say, listen, the things you can do here, you might can't do certain things at your mom's house. And the things you do over there, you might not can do here. You got to learn to distinguish the two. Don't bring them, don't cross them, and you'll be fine. You know, don't try to pull that stuff you pull with your mama over here, because you'll find out real quick. Dad, don't play that shit. And they did. My kids know what they can and can't do. Now, when they go home, that's a different story. You know, I had phone calls. You know what they did? No, they did what you telling me for. Do with you. I can't run your house. You got to put your foot down and do that. I don't have a problem over here. Now, you want me to run your house, and then when I start running your house, you probably have a problem with it.
Man,
so, you know, so you got to handle that. I got to handle it over here. You handle it over there. And if it's something we need to collaborate on, cool. But you're not going to run here. Now, trust me, I'll let you run my house. When the bills come, I'll forward them to you and you pay them. Shit, you can run my house. I'll do whatever. You just gave me financial freedom. Till then, shut the fuck up and sit in the corner. I got you. I said I'm the captain of this ship. So
hey, let me see this FPL screenshot right quick. Let me see this Tico screenshot right quick. I got you. Well, I think that everybody makes very good valid point on that, because at the end of the day, is you want to get somebody riled up, yeah, fuck with their kids. That'll get people riled up real fucking fast. But we're gonna get to our last subject.
Oh yes. wait a minute.
That's why I made the last one. We're gonna get to our last subject of the night, because this is one Miss Lolita brought to me, and I read this story and I say that nonsense. Every week she bring me some nonsense, but I love it though. I absolutely love it. So here we go, right? The foolishness, right? Hold on. You got a cookie though, dude.
No, I don't. Thank you.
You got a plan to stick to.
Yeah, you got a plan to stick to.
Yes, that's right, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, all right.
These women about to start cooking in these comments on this one right here, boy.
Listen, gospel artist Kira Sherb says when her friends come into town to visit, she makes them get a hotel to keep the temptation of sleeping with her man down. I'm sorry, not him, her husband down. Family, what's y'all take on that? Lola, I'm gonna let you go first. This is your subject. You send it to me. I'm gonna let you go first.
Let me tell you something. If I cannot trust my man with my friends or my friends with my man, somebody or everybody gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Now living is different mainly because of space issues and just that I think that is a different dynamic. But if my friend comes in from out of town, she's gonna be here for the weekend. She should be able to stay in our guest room. She should be able to cook breakfast for everybody if she wants to. Um, if she need to run to Walmart and I'm in a meeting for work and my husband need to take her to Walmart, he should be able to take her to Walmart. Um, I don't know what kind of people we be having around ourselves, but we need to protect our peace and protect ourselves. And if you're worried about them hurting your husband, one or both of them got to go. One or both of them. And I come from a Caribbean background, and what that means is it's guaranteed somebody coming in from out the country or out the area, and they gonna stop by our crib, and they was gonna stay at our house. And I've always adopted that same mentality. So yeah, I don't like the way this sounds and feels at all for me.
I got a question. Who hurt her in the past that this is a thing? This is my motherfucking question. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, okay? So I'm looking at the picture, I'm looking at the dynamics, right? It's like, so you telling me that you are a successful gospel singer. So that means you got a little extra dough. That means you probably got a nice size house. So you mean to tell me your friends ain't good enough to stay in the guest house? The extra garage you probably turned into a decent sized bedroom? The mother-in-law suite? Like you mean to tell me your friends can't kick it there? Because you want to keep the temptation of your friend sleeping with your man? I'm with Lola. Maybe you need to revalue your friendship and your marriage if the nigga has to, you got to do all that, right? Because I'm like this. Just as easy as they can sleep with your man in your house, your man could be fucking them at the hotel that you paid for.
You better say it. You
You're
better
right.
say it.
The same hotel that you pay for, he can have her bent over that same balcony.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I
That
did
she paid for. That
she
the wife paid for.
Now I did hear some other points, right? Where some people don't like to some people don't like to be out of their comfort zone in their house, right? And you do have to kind of adjust a smidge while that person is there. So you know, if you like I said, if you and your nigga like to walk around naked, now you can't do that because you got a guest in your house, right? So some people don't like to give up that comfort. Right.
Only Penn the man coming up there. Yeah. Hey, just let me jump into this. Just let me jump into it.
Hey,
damn that. I ain't waiting.
All I'm saying is I can slightly see where she's like, nah, you can't stay at my house. But to me personally, there is a deep level of trust in that situation.
Right there. That's the key word.
Deep level of trust in that situation. Because like I said, just as easy as they could, like, okay, like you said, you go to work and you leave your husband and your friend home alone just as easy as they can fuck. You don't think that man could just slip off to the hotel that she at and fuck it up? Like, I don't get it. It's like all you're doing is creating a little bit of more space for them to do it. And at that point, you know, niggas, we look, you know what I'm saying? A trifling nigga gonna be like, well, I don't know why you mad. At least we ain't do it in the house. That's what he gonna say. That's what he 100% he gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, there's a deep level of mistrust in that conversation. And somewhere down the line of her life, she's been burned by a nigga and a friend. And so that's why she acting like that, right? But we will read Amanda's comment. Man, I say, nah, fuck that. Because that's what she really said, y'all. Don't let her fool you. She's said, nah, fuck that. No woman is staying in the same house with my husband. My friends aren't paying bills in my house, and my husband might walk around naked. So we aren't altering our comfort for people not paying bills. My grandma and mom told me to never allow a woman to stay in your house. I get it. I get it. If your comfort level is nudity and you don't want to change that comfort level, then you have every single right to tell a motherfucker to get a hotel. And especially if you tell them beforehand, you got every single right. You got every single right to tell them. But for me, in that situation with old girl, her only issue is I don't want them fucking my man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm like, baby, what happened? You know what I'm saying? That's what part you sit there and you hold her by the hand and you look at her and be like, baby, Kiara, who hurt you?
Or who
What?
friend husband did you fuck?
Knock it
Pastor,
off.
minister, whatever,
Could
She
be.
whatever
done
her name was.
Yeah,
Could be.
she done did it.
She did it. Now she
Hey,
paranoid God gonna bring it back. Is that what it
right.
really is,
So
Pastor?
you worried about that comma. And Nisa got a good point. How long these people stand is whether you gonna get a hotel. Because if you just stand for the weekend, then I ain't cool back. But if like you're gonna be there for like a week or two, then even I'm kind of like, hey, you might have to get a room. Because I
But
don't
why?
want to.
We trusting.
Huh?
Trust got an amount of days on it?
No,
Trusting
I
is
just
and
hold on.
convenience is different.
DH. Here's the thing. For me, like let's say this, right? Let's say I got a wife and my homeboy coming to stay, right? Right? And then he gonna be like, I'm gonna be in town for 2 weeks. All right, well, you might have to get a hotel after a while because honestly, I don't want to look at your black ass for 2 weeks in my house. It ain't about trust. I just don't want to look at you for 2 damn weeks.
Oh,
I might fucking hang out with you every day, but it ain't about trust. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like this. Grown people gonna do whatever the fuck grown people want to do. And ain't
bingo.
no hotel gonna stop them from doing it.
Bingo.
In all honesty. Honestly, what you did was you just gave your nigga the sneaky link code. Now all of a sudden you sitting there worried about your friend staying at your house in a fucking hotel. Are you trying to figure out why your husband got a hotel key in his pocket while you washing his clothes? But
All right.
I will let DH cook on that. Go
Hey,
ahead.
check this out. You are 100% correct. I was gonna make that statement. Grown people gonna do what they want to do, right? That's true enough. So let's just understand this. If you could just be walking by and just say you mind your business fishing at a lake, an alligator can automatically attack your ass. But you're gonna get in the water where he at to give you a better temptation to attack your ass? Nah, let me tell you this, bro. I'm like this right here. First of all, my trust for people is very slim. I'm gonna be real with you. Ain't now nigga I'm cool with staying in my house. It ain't got nothing to do with you can say you don't trust your lady. Trust gonna go so far. Let's be very clear. Movies are so good because shit happens in real life. Okay, I'm gonna jump on Players Club, one of the movies. Yeah, it's a movie. People may say, "Oh, it's a movie." Da 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 da. You didn't think she trusted her favorite cousin? You didn't think she trusted her man? But what happened? You got what I'm saying? So there's a level of there. Yes, there's a level of trust, but at the same time, it's just some things that you probably shouldn't do to even allow the temptation to happen. Yeah, they can sneak off in the hotel and do whatever, but guess what? If it happens at your house, you're probably going to feel a little more accountable for it because you put it right there. And let me tell you something, and I'm going to tell you just like this right here. I ain't got now, nigga. I'm finna run my lady around the store or running her no damn well. But and you certainly ain't ain't now nigga coming to my house if I'm not home. Period. A nigga don't have no business under my roof if I am not home. If my lady is home, I'm just not that nigga for it. Yeah, it probably came from like sneak niggas that's supposed to be homeboys, trying to curve me a little bit or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm just not that nigga for it, bro. Like I've never even had to the point where my homeboy, I can be like, bro, ride over here without me having to send a nigga my address. That's just the type of nigga I am. That's who I am. That's how I've always been because one thing I learned about this, the power of coochie has no level of respect for dudes. Like bro, a nigga will curve you. Y'all could have been boys, could have been born in the same day and been friends all your life. But let me tell you something. Most cats will not even think about you twice if your lady tried to give him some.
I'm like I said, I'm backing up on 1,000%. At the end of the day, ladies, if another woman wants to fuck your man, there's about a 90%, 95% chance that if that nigga ain't in love with you over here, he gonna go for it. he gonna go for it. Like,
And he has to be, and that's the thing. He has to be. But that I think I feel, bro. I 100% feel what she's saying. She's not even saying that she don't trust her husband or that she don't trust her girl. But at the same time, she could know her girl. She could know that her girl grimy. You got what I'm saying? So like you might not trust them, but just because you may not trust somebody, does that mean you can't be cool with them? Or like y'all can't be friends? Like that's kind of the thing.
Because we get
like that's almost like Lola was saying earlier, you can love somebody but not be with them. So you can love your friend and be cool with them, but not trust them.
Listen, there's a difference between.
So why is that your friend?
There's a difference between trust and
like
y'all might be
this shit sounds so contra fucking dick that it ain't even fucking funny no more,
bro. Y'all might be friends for whatever reason.
I will agree.
Hey, I'm gonna say it like this. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. To each his own. But where DH pay bills at, ain't now nigga staying in my house with my lady. That's just that. I don't give a damn who it is.
I can't trust you, then we not friends. Like that's point blank. If I can't trust, like
that's like me still being cool with the dude that pulled a gun on me about to shoot me in the top of my head in my own goddamn car. What the fuck am I gonna be his fucking friend for?
Yeah, if I can't trust you, we can't be friends. Like it's like this, right? EJ's been my cousin forever. I love that nigga to death. Even this nigga calls me and is like, "Hey, I'm coming through. Is everything good?" He always calls me and lets me know he coming through. And I think it's only been like one incident where him and my girl was alone, but that's because I was like, just go ahead, I'm in traffic. I would have been home, but I'm in traffic. And she was like, hey, EJ at the door, can I let him in? I was like, yeah, I already talked to him, right? And I was home in like 20 minutes, right? But that's because it's not that it's like, oh, I you know what I'm saying, no nigga, but it's like, that's my cousin, that's my boy. I trust him, I trust her. And it's not, like I said, it's not like it was a pop-up, it was a planned visit. So it wasn't like a big deal. Nah, I got some of the hoest homeboys ever. They out here doing everything up under the God's son. But at the end of the day, I trust you enough to have boundaries when it comes to mine. Because you my boy. There's a certain level of trust. Like, I don't give a fuck how fine your girl is. If it's yours, it's off limits.
But every nigga don't think like that. That's the thing,
right,
bro.
And so
that's the problem.
Like
so that's why I say to each his own.
Be cool.
Hey,
if you don't think like that, we can't be cool. Like,
listen,
if I was cool with a nigga and he was like, yo, I'm trying to get that DH lady. First of all, I'm not gonna be cool with that nigga no more because you know that's his girl and you trying to get her. I'm not fucking with you no more.
Bro, I'm talking, this is what I'm saying. And I speak from life experiences. I had a nigga, bro, that I felt like was my nigga, and literally sneak dissing me behind my back. That's what I'm saying. Bro, you people can say you can fool with people, but bro, how you we can go we can talk about the Bible for a minute. Put your trust in no man. So let's be real. Let's be 1,000 about it. Bro, listen to what I'm saying. You can fool with people, but you don't have to put your trust in people. That's why people end up on suicide watch and all that, because they trusted their homegirl so much. They trusted their homeboy so much. And them niggas done went behind their back and then broke their little heart. That's what I'm saying. But again, to each his own. I don't care who another nigga decide to trust. I'm speaking for Darrell Holloman. I don't trust niggas like that. I don't fool with niggas like that. I can fool with you, but my level of trust is capped and that shit is limited. Period. Again, that's speaking for DH. I don't give a damn what nobody else do.
You know, we wouldn't be having this conversation if people wouldn't try to control the uncontrollable.
Again, people can do what the hell they want to do.
No, because it's not to go against what anybody say, because that's how the way you personally feel. But I really, like, I know y'all probably looking at my face like, what the fuck is wrong with them? That's why my face is fucked up like that. No, not everybody, just the people that are paying attention, because it's controlling the fucking uncontrollable. Bro, I think I done been through so much shit. I'm just null and void to this shit. Like, hey, you fucked her. You fucked her. Congratulations. You just got to do what I got to do. What's next?
Y'all can go And bye.
That's fine.
Like me. I think that's why a lot of people, low key. I don't know. My cousin is one of them. He fucks with me. Got my other cousin up here. Y'all know I have my issues with, but everybody trusts me. My cousin had his wife over here in the house just the other week, like last week. In here. I live with my homeboy who was married to his wife, been in the house with her by ourselves plenty of times, smoked blunts, everything. Thing was cool. Never tried her. I don't know. It's just me. I walk around with that feeling like, why am I trying to control this shit? Why would I try to wrap my brain around a sexual thought? Because my insecurities, because I'm gonna be honest with it. A lot of this conversation, what I heard was so high on insecurity to where it was about to make me jump out of my damn seat and just walk away. Because the thing is, stop trying to control that shit. It's gonna happen regardless if you like it or not. If you try every route and avenue, we try so many routes and avenues to cut shit off to where we forget about other things that'll still allow it to come in. So that's controlling. That's trying to control that uncontrollable. I understand. Like you say, DH, you don't want no nigga at your house when you're not home, cuzzo. You got your thoughts. Telly might have his. I damn sure know Lola got hers when it come to with certain things. But come on, y'all. I'm getting old. I'm finna keep crying about this shit. This is what my conversation is gonna be about. Like, hey, she over here in the house by herself. She about to fuck my homeboy. Well, number one, that just showed me that ain't my homeboy. Number two, that bitch ain't worth shit because clearly they so disrespectful in my crib. Number three, what I'm finna wrap my head around and do all this extra thinking for? The thought has already been done for me. The process of elimination has happened for me. I didn't even have to think. I'm
just not gonna put nobody in the situation for it to happen. But
that's what I'm saying.
You can't control the uncontrollable.
But that's what I'm saying, DH. So no matter if you separate it's just like with kids. You can separate kids from wanting to go party, wanting to go be with their friends. But the more that you keep separating them from it, what they end up doing? Rebelling. And they're gonna end up doing it.
That's cool. So but what I ain't gonna do.
But guess what?
Experience get on. That's
look. But experience is the best teacher. I'm gonna walk away from y'all. I'm gonna walk away from both of y'all ass. Why? Because y'all lost a good person. It ain't the fact that y'all went and fucked. Y'all went over here. Y'all both just lost a good person. Why? Because you
played yourself.
Exactly.
True. But so will you continue to sacrifice yourself if shit keep happening?
No. Nobody said you sacrificing yourself. My thing is, once I seen it happen, universe laid it out for me. Everything just sat there and came right in front of my.
Oh well, that's with anything. So
that means to tell me clearly, don't fuck with this bitch. That nigga, I would never even go play a goddamn a fucking full court game of basketball with this nigga. I wouldn't even invite him over for 2K no more. I'm not finna do none of that shit. I'm gonna clearly go, y'all just washed my hands for me and ran the water for me and grabbed the towel to dry off. Thank you. I don't have to sit there and sit in the house anymore. Damn. I wonder if that nigga getting so close to me, he fucking my girl. I wonder if she going up there to the store, meeting this nigga talking about something. She went to get Hawaiian punch. Fuck that shit. That bitch lying. I don't have to do that shit no more. Because guess what? I'm not worrying about controlling that uncontrollable. It happened. It showed it in front of me. It came in abundance. And guess what? I get to go ahead and easy. That's the most peaceful thought I could ever think about it. And the way I could think about it. That's why I say this conversation sometimes to me is just, why are we trying to control the uncontrollable? If you know that person toxic, you know the person ain't shit, you know the absentee, you know that nigga. This nigga got how many kids and so the third one you thought he was gonna be there?
But the shit happens all the time.
Right, because
You're
you
right.
want to know why? You want to
It
know
does.
why?
That shit happens
You
all
want
the
to know
time.
why? Because
people are
people
trying to
force
control.
people will sit there and force that I need to control this shit. Walk the
Trying
fuck
to control.
Right.
away.
And so, and also with this situation, let's not assume that they're taking the bait. We're not going to assume that everybody took the bait. But what I'm saying is, like, it's just damn. Like, you might drive 120 miles an hour on the interstate. That don't mean you're gonna have a car accident, but you are raising your damn chances of doing so. So what I'm saying is, why make like I think it's just more or less of it's not so much of even trusting people. What I'm saying is, why even give the friend a chance to come at your dude or your lady, or vice versa? That's all I'm saying. Like what
Well,
I'm
I
saying
guess
is, because
it's
I'm not gonna go to nobody's house and see
my
it.
thought is already
That's
there.
me.
I'm a type of person. I'm not even gonna lie to you. DH, I will hang out with you. I will hang out. Hold on, y'all. Not. Hold on. I will hang out with you. I will hang out with Telly. I will hang out with my cousin. I will hang out with a homeboy down the street. You still want to know the problem I got? I was still in my mind, no matter how, bro. We could be going to do a robbery right now. After we done with that robbery, you want to know what I still think? You'll fuck my bitch.
But
I'm already. I look. Even before it happens, or y'all both had a thought, I already pre-thought before any of y'all thought about it.
and see, that's what I'm kind of saying. So I'm not gonna even allow. Basically, if I feel that.
So even if I don't, no matter how the way it goes down, no matter how the way the situation presents itself for them to do that, I still already put the thought in my head. So why would I even get that mad? Why would I? Y'all tell me money over bitches real quick. Niggas will tell me that real quick, right? Money over bitches and all that shit, right? Why don't I put my thought over bitches? Why don't I put my mental over bitches? Why don't I start doing that? My money don't think for me.
Hold on.
That's a good. I mean that's a good thought.
Let me put it to you like this, right? What's this thing? I understand what you're saying, right? And I understand what DH is saying. At the end of the day, it's no, you don't want to make the situation easier because I understand that. I'm not gonna bring you around a nigga and make it convenient. Like, hey, here's my chick, here's my best friend, come fuck in my house. No, I'm not gonna make the situation easier for you to do it, right? But like, it shouldn't be as easy as you being in my house. Not because I don't say so, but because it's just straight up fucking boundaries. There's certain boundaries that you just supposed to have. Right. Like at no point should you be sitting up with your homeboy's lady on some other shit where it's questionable. And that's not doing the that's just boundaries. For instance, here's the thing. If I'm gonna fuck with you, there has to be a certain level of trust. Like DH, you cool. I think you a good dude. And the more we do this podcast, the more we talk to each other, you know what I'm saying? We will develop a friendship and it's like there's a certain level of trust. So I should be able to say, hey, DH is coming to the house to drop off some flowers and pick up some shit. I don't need to be there because that's just the level of trust I have for you. If I need to say, hey, my cousin EJ is coming to the house to, you know what I'm saying? He's finna upgrade my PS5. He's finna take the old memory out and put new memory in. He'll probably be there for 20, 30 minutes. I need to be able to say, I can trust you enough to do that because I trust you and I trust my lady. Now, am I saying, hey, I'm out of town for a week, go stay at my house with my lady? Hell no. Hell no.
I'll come and check on the house, like ride by, but I ain't finna go.
And even if DH going to drop off something, guess what DH is going to do? As a level of respect for another man, I'm not going to your shit.
Shit, right.
I'm dropping it off at the door and I'm out. I'll be on the phone with you while I leave, drop off and leave.
But see,
that's just
I'll FaceTime you, bro.
For real, bro. That's just
I'll FaceTime. I got a watch. I got the AirPods, so you can hear everything.
You, right? That's you creating a boundary, a level of comfort. Like, let me put myself in a situation.
95% of niggas don't have that boundary for their brother, who they call their brother, bro. I'm telling you.
If you do not have that boundary on your own, if you do not have that boundary on your own, then we can't be friends.
Right.
There's a boundary that you need to create without me having to tell you. There's just a certain level of respect. And it's the same thing with Lola. I'm pretty sure Lola's homegirls ain't gonna be sitting up in her nigga face. And that's not because she told him not to. It's just because of fucking boundaries.
But my friend,
the only way my girl females will ever be in my face is if I'm rolling up blunts, because everybody act like they fingers broke and nobody know how to roll.
No,
and I be
my friends, if, for example, if me and my husband are in my house and I have to go to work and my friend is in from out of town and I walk through my door and they sitting at the kitchen table, kiki, I'm not gonna think nothing crazy. If they're sitting on the couch, obviously not cuddled the fuck up, then that's a different conversation. But they could be on the same couch watching a television show. I'm not gonna freak out. And it's the way I choose the people in my life, I guess. I don't know. I was talking. Amanda made a comment earlier about like caring about people. I watch people. I watch how you treat others. I watch how you, before you ever could come to my house, you've already passed a certain level of rigorous things, if you will, that I know your character. Again, you got to judge people by their character. If this person has never done anything to make you question their character, what's the issue about them being inside your home and staying in your home? I guess that's just my logic. It's like
Yeah, because
It's
that's
I
just,
don't like
crazy.
I don't
it,
like walking
it's
around naked. That
well,
breeds
it's just like when you get involved with a person in a relationship who put this great person on the outside. People can fake it for a long time. Like, so if that might be a person that you felt like was real. All I'm saying is that these situations happen, and I think a lot of times that's how it happens because this you might have thought like this person was like so real and such this wonderful friend, and it could be like hating on you on the low behind your back, not even know. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm just a person that I don't really put things past people. Like, I basically kind of what EJ was saying, like, I'm not gonna be so hurt about it anymore because I no longer even give you that benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm not giving no nigga the benefit of the doubt that, like, if you had the opportunity to smash my lady, that you wouldn't. Like, I'm just not that person to give that benefit of the doubt or whatever. So basically, so I don't feel like at fault for anything. I'm just not gonna really put myself in those situations. Like, bro, if you in from out of town, I love you, but you not staying at my shit. You are getting a hotel, because if I came to your town, now if you and your lady is in town, that's something totally different that then we might be able to understand. But if I go out of town to a homeboy house, I'm not staying at his house, bro. I love you, I appreciate the invite, but I'm getting me a hotel, because we're not gonna put ourselves in no situations. I try to avoid shit before it can really even happen. That's just me.
I want to hear what
I
has
want
to
to say
say.
one thing. I'm gonna let Aunt cook. I know I learned two things right in life, right? That what EJ said was 100%. You cannot stop grown people from doing what the fuck they're gonna do. Two grown people gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, no matter how, regardless of it. And two, one thing my daddy always taught me, that if a person is insecure over somebody, that just means that that person is easy to fuck and they know it. Straight like that. So when you see niggas tripping over chicks and what they wear and where they going, that means you just know she easy to fuck. And it's vice versa. Like, girl, if you tripping over this dude by where he going, who he with, you just know he gonna give up. He community dick and you know it. So if you
Well,
insecure,
damn, my bad. Shit, the bitch was interested. Shit, she came and talked to me and had a drink. The fuck? Damn.
you've been quiet and patient, and I know you've been excited about this.
You know it, man. Let me
What?
tell you something. If I'm this chick's husband and she's a pastor, minister.
She's a gospel singer.
Oh God! Well,
She's a gospel
godly.
artist.
She's godly.
She's a woman of God.
Yeah. So
I bet she cuts more than our ass do.
I will go to her and like ask her. This is me. I'm an antagonist. I'm a smart ass. I'll say, hey, what, you don't trust me? You should. You don't want to hear it? Well, look at it this way then, baby. What the Bible say, go forth, be prosperous, fruitful, and multiply. If I fuck your friend, I'm doing the Lord's work, baby. You know, so don't be mad at it. You know?
I just died. I just died. I just died.
I would look there and tell her that. Because I can't stand insecurity. I can't stand it, man. Because you got to have a level of trust. I've heard all these point of views, and I'm going to merge all three. Yes, you should have a level of trust with your spouse, significant other. That's true. But like DH said, I ain't got to provide the avenue, for you to do that. I'm going to trust you, but listen, I'm not going to set it up. There's been plenty of times, like my brothers, they've been in the crib with my girl, and I've been at work. Those are my brothers. We grew up in the same house. We live by a code. I have never had a dude that was a friend of mine be in the crib with my woman. No. It's not that I don't trust nobody, but once again, I'm not giving you the stage or for anything to cross your mind to maybe, because, temptation is temptation. And I've been in cribs where, dude and them, and ain't nobody ever let me stay in their crib with their girl. And I understood that. I didn't get mad at that. And then the other point of view of, you can't control the uncontrollable. That's true. I've learned that a long time ago that people, grown or kids, whatever, they're going to do what they want to do. I can't control that. Nobody can, because if we could control other people, I'm pretty sure we all would still be with our first loves, because we could control them and make them do what we want, and we be together. Don't work that way. I don't
like women that's a duck. I hate women that's a duck.
But and then also the other point of view that I'm touching on what EJ said, that we boys, we cool, we go rob a bank, and even after that, I'm still thinking you're gonna fuck my girl. Now I'm gonna tell you something about that. And when you run across a person, I'm not saying this is EJ, I'm just saying in general. When you run across a person that thinks like that, it's not that you would do it, it's they would do it. That's called projection, because that shit ain't on your mind. Furthest thing from your mind, but they harping on it. That's on their mind. That's who they are. You got to watch a person like that. It's like we all been probably, encountered a person we was dating that they always accused us of doing something. You cheating, you lying, you doing this, you doing that, and you sitting there, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I haven't done anything, or I haven't gave any indication. That's what I'm on. But they constantly hitting you with it. Then you find out that's what they were doing. They was out here doing those things that they went hard on you about. That's a life lesson I had to learn. No matter who it is, if you start hearing people say shit like that and that ain't in your character, that's what they're doing. That's what they're capable of. Not saying EJ, I'm just saying.
Oh no, I was that friend. I ain't gonna lie. I used to have friends when they finally got a little girlfriend. I want to see that nigga for a minute. Because why the hell think I'll come around and ready to take that girl? I'm like, bro, that's your girl. I don't want to do that shit. The fuck? Like, so people kept me away. Like, you know how many top golf trips and this and that I done missed out because this dude girl going, and he don't want, like, shoot, I even had it to where the dude ain't even his girl. He just don't want me to go because I'm a mingle and this and that. And I'm like, bro, I'm not here to take nothing from nobody. I'm just here to chill. If it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying?
That was on his mind.
Right. That's what's on his mind.
That's who he is. He knows giving any opportunity with you, he be trying to slide up on your girl. Now I got a story. I got a story.
I know you do.
Personal. I had a partner. Me and him, thick and thin, man. We go to school together, play football together, wrestle together on the team, not each other. So let me clear that up. Because I don't want y'all man going there.
Nah, it's 2022. I know what you meant when you said wrestle. I know you.
I mean, and man, I go to his crib, man. We stay up fucking 2 days straight playing motherfucking Nintendo Tecmo Super Bowl. 2 days straight, kicking it, everything. My mom even called him her son. Got me a little girl that I bumped into Went to my other school, happened to bump into her on the L. He was with me. I started hollering at her. We made it tight, made it right. Little did I know, I called her from his crib one time. Dude saved her number, started hollering at her behind my back. Didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? One day, she called me. It was December 28, 1993.
I was just one.
I know, man. I'm old. Be quiet. Don't say that again.
Damn.
I said I was 6.
Keep that shit to yourself. Yeah, I was 16. So be quiet. Anyway, so she called me up, tell me she leaving me for him. It was like, damn. I think it was my first love. I was devastated. But you know what? Found it in my heart to forgive him, right? Come around, fast forward a couple of more years. Tried to holler at another one of my chicks behind my back. And another one. So that's 3 chicks. Tried to holler at behind my back. So I'm like, this motherfucker, okay. Now you think I'm some type of punk or something. You taking my kindness for weakness. So one time I was checking in with him and his chick that he was dealing with. He liked her and loved her. He had some other chick coming over. He asked me to walk this chick home. She lived a couple of blocks down the street, whatever. I said, all right, cool, no problem. Walked her home. Guess what? Shot my damn shot. Fuck that nigga.
I'm coming inside.
You know what I'm saying? I know 2 wrongs don't make a right, but I was right that night.
Well, shit, it's a dog eat dog world. You better get the biting. Shit, the fuck.
But he found out. Nigga had the nerve to be upset with me, and I was like, I'm not lying. Upset with me, and I was like, are you fucking serious?
See, that's that controlling that uncontrollable right there. That's
I'm
control.
like,
That's what you call. That's what the women have made up. Well, they didn't make a word. They've made their word famous. That's what you call audacity.
Yeah,
that's
audacity.
What ladies use that word now. This nigga in his audacity. He had the audacity to be mad at you over some shit. Like, nigga, you done this twice to me. I do it back once. Now you pissed 3 times. So now you pissed off at me?
I thought we was on that level. I thought we broke the code. I mean, we
first of all, we ain't got no open friendship when it comes to chicks. I don't do that.
I mean, that's what I'm like. I'm looking at what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. I live by a code, man. Once my boy get a girl, that ain't no longer a girl. I see her as a cool dude with breasts. That's it. That's one of the guys. You see is off limits. Even after they break up, she off limits unless we have a conversation and you say it's okay. You say it's a no-go, hey.
Oh, I'm one of them ones. Don't even ask me. It's okay, bro. If I ain't with the Ben no more, hey, I rather y'all go do. Hey, make her leave me alone anyway. Probably was crazy.
No, man, I got respect for my boys. That's a respect thing, cause niggas be friendly. DH and EJ, y'all know niggas front. You too, Jody. That when they say, "Oh, fuck that bitch," they really be mean. Like, I love that bitch.
So no. I really mean, bro.
I'm just
that
saying.
Bitch.
Some dudes out here front. They don't want you to know that they heard me and they love the chick. Oh, you gotta have I have a hey, this chick, she coming at me. Yeah, it's such and such. How do you feel about that? Hey, you tell me one way or the other, I'm cool because I don't need the bitch.
Most niggas don't remember the code that they phoned, dog, let alone damn man code. So
nowadays,
see, I know I'm different. I would have been like, "Hey, bro, she gonna do this little thing to you now." Yeah,
that's it.
I'm one of them.
And like that's just my thing. It ain't gonna even be a question for me. Like I ain't coming to you because like at the end of the day, I kind of look at like sometimes further down the line because like what if the plan was to just fool with that chick and then something blossom out of it. So now when it's time to double date, you sitting at the dinner table with your homeboy who she used to mess with, and not how uncomfortable that's gonna be. That's why there's just certain things that you just don't do or whatever, because it causes more problems, bro.
I mean, it's levels. I mean, because it's like, what I mean by that, I'm like, I'm going to my boy and asking him, because for him, it just might have been a sneaky link, as y'all say.
Yeah, something like
a
that.
side chick, and she don't really give a fuck about her. But I want to gauge his feeling. Hey, how do you feel? Because Shorty coming at me. I didn't pursue Shorty. She coming at me. I said, well, you know, we had a decent conversation, not deep. Hey, how you feel about this? Now, if it's my boy, baby mama, that ain't even a question. I don't go that. Hey, I don't even go there, man. Like, that's a child's mom. You know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin them talk about that all the time. Like,
see, this is why I ain't got too many homeboys that are my friends.
Hey,
man,
right there.
Off limits.
That's the thing, EJ.
For life.
I said that's the thing right there, bro. I
don't got too many homeboys because I'm like, now if I want to go hit something, now I got to be all cautious about who know who in this type of stupid ass family tree over here. I ain't got time to be figuring that shit.
I just learned not. I just had to learn. Don't expect me out of another nigga. I had to learn that.
Exactly.
I had to learn.
That's why you avoid disappointment. Don't expect others to act like you.
So listen, right? I infiltrated a group chat, right? Infiltrated a group chat, right?
It ain't that Ku Klux Klan group you're in, is it?
No, not that one, right?
Okay.
So I infiltrated. So my homegirl at work, right? We sat at lunch one day, and she rolled me through the group chat. This is what women do. Women start talking to a dude, and once he hit a certain level, what they do is they take his picture and his social media info, and they drop it in the group chat, right? That is the background shit, okay? So once he gets the all clear, like, nah, none of us have talked to him, right? So basically, especially in like Bradenton, if he ain't dated none of the friends, talk to some of the friends. So he done talk to somebody that they know. And that's how they get their reference and basically everything. You know? So I was like, people should do that shit a lot more often. Drop the
They do it up here. There's a group up here in Rockford. That's how my boy got caught.
And I love that they do them whole groups, and most of them that's in the group is be the biggest hoes. How the hell y'all know each other and everything? Like, I ain't never in my life went, hey bro, let's start a group chat to see how many women we done smashed or we started talking to. Bro, we don't give a goddamn, because she gonna go out there and do it. They the only ones that care about that shit. That's why I make my arguments that I make. Bro, literally, do men go make a group chat? Now, I got a group chat on my iPhone, but we talk about a whole bunch of bullshit. TikTok, this, that, football, basketball, whatever.
But we do honestly be like, hey, bro, you don't know this bitch, dude. I'm fucking with a little bit. You don't know this bitch, right? Like, you got double check.
Oh, well, now, if I do a mutual friend off of Facebook or something like that, yeah, like, hey, bro, you really know this? Nah, bro, I don't know. Oh, all right, man. Even if he did know it, I don't mean that's going to stop me.
Yeah, because it'd be like this, right? I'll get a friend request. And like me and the chick will have like 3 friends in common, and he one of them. And I'll be like, hey, who she? You know what I'm saying? She in my face. Who this is? Just to be clear, right? Just to be clear. But listen.
Hey, dude, I've done that myself.
Yeah.
My boy was going down to college. The chick from their college. Hey, bro, y'all know this chick? Oh, you mean her? She look like? Man, she does this, that, and the other. Rub my hands together, cool. She's inhibited. I'm gonna have fun for you.
Because me, I'm finna go find that right now.
Right, exactly. Y'all
some hoes. Listen up.
How?
We'll talk about it later. We're gonna wrap it up for tonight, right? I appreciate everybody for coming hanging out. I appreciate all y'all for coming today again. But listen, I got a little. So next week's show, I usually don't give details by next week. So next week's show is going to actually be a special show for us next week, because if you haven't lined it up right, today is the 8th of February, right? So next week is what? The 15th of February, and we all know what the 15th of February is. National Side Piece
Yay, chocolate is half off. I'm gonna go get my M&M.
National Side Piece Day. So next week we'll be talking about sneaky.
And y'all, and if I get invited, I'm gonna just be sitting here. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, you invited. So we're gonna talk about sneaky link side pieces, whole bags. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about dick appointments, all that. We talk about all that next week because it's National Side Piece Day. We got to.
So, fellas, Monday and Tuesday morning, go buy all your side pieces, half price Valentine stuff, and take it to her that night.
I'm gonna be saving my money. I ain't got none.
Hey, the flowers at Detweiler and Walmart are like 60% off on the 15th of February.
And holler at me if y'all need flowers prior to.
FYI, they are like 60% off. So next week we will have a subject or two about National Side Piece Day, and we are going to pick up this conversation next week also because we're gonna talk about boundaries with your friend's significant other. Because I think what we talked about tonight, that situation, I think the boundaries conversation would be a real good conversation.
Most definitely. Part two.
Next week. We're gonna do part 2, and we're gonna do our National Side Piece Day. And in a couple weeks, right, we're gonna do a Throwback Tuesday because Miss Lolita wanted to talk about a few things that we done already talked about, but she wasn't here to hang out with us, and neither was DH. So we're gonna have a Throwback Tuesday, and we're gonna give them an opportunity to get their take on a couple subjects we already talked about. So tune in next week, 8:30 for National Side Piece Day, and also tune in Friday for our boy Coach A. Tune in Saturday for Family Talk. This your boy talking. To my side is Mr. Uncle Puss, Mr. Who Loves You Baby. Our favorite Latino, Miss Lolita. DH, the alignment killer. And you got your favorite gamer on the bottom, Mr. Hey, we'll holler at y'all next week.
All right.